thank you so much for having us here at Pietro's. Could you just tell us a little bit about your establishment and because it's been passed down through the generations?
Sure. So we started in 1976, about 48 years ago. And my grandfather, Pete, started the restaurant. He had other pizzerias before here. And this one, he happened to live right down the block. So it worked out to be a good spot for him. He decided that he wanted to do the sesame seed crust pizza. So it was kind of like a little innovation for him and something different than any other pizza place had done before. He wanted something that was going to stand out. And at first people didn't want to buy it because it was extra money. And then he said, you know what, let's just try it for free. Started offering it to everybody for free. And that was it. It was like, that's history. So now we, 85% of our pizzas go out with sesame seed crust.
That's amazing.
Still to this day.
Yeah. So you're very popular here in East Meadow, obviously. I mean, I came here all the time when I was growing up.
Oh, awesome.
So
Thank you.
You choose East Meadow.
So my grandfather kind of chose the spot. My grandfather and my grandmother, they lived literally three blocks away, right down on the street on McKinley. And it just made sense for them because it had all the equipment already in the kitchen that my grandfather needed because it was a pizza place before. It's called Rizzo's originally. And it just made sense for him since it was so local that that he go for this opportunity.
Oh, thank you. So out of all your custom orders that you get, you obviously get a bunch of surprising and unique requests. So what is the most like unique request that you ever got for pizza toppings?
For pizza toppings. So I know this is going to sound weird, but it's almost weird that we don't get a lot of weird topping requests because I think what we're really known for is like our plain pizza with the sesame crust. That's like our bread and butter. And from there, people get toppings. They'll get like sausage or meatball or pepperoni. Those are like the top ones, mushroom. But we really don't get a lot of crazy requests. It's strange. You know, sometimes we'll get interesting requests that I'm like, oh wow, I didn't think of doing that. And it's not like super weird. It's like the drunken grandma pizza, and then they'll do like eggplant and pepperoni. And I'm like, eggplant and pepperoni? I wouldn't do that, but yeah, you know, here we are.
So then what's your personal favorite pizza toppings, if any?
So my original is like, I love it plain. That's but I do love the eggplant pizza. It's just a little different than a lot of places do. We bread the eggplant and we don't fry it. We bake it in the oven. So it's not super heavy. It's really light. So I like that. And I like it also on the white pizza, the ricotta pizza. It's to die for.
I have to try it. So out of curiosity, what does the mural on the side of your building have any meaning?
Oh.
Did it come up?
Yeah, absolutely. So the mural is really, really important for my whole family. It's just to show the passing of the torch from one generation to the next. So and we wanted it to have a little shock value. Like, what is this? Like, why is there Rocky on the side of the building? And why is Creed in the building? Like, what does this mean? So the whole concept was that everybody loves Rocky. Like, it's just, so that was kind of like a no-brainer. And he he worked in an Italian restaurant in the movie and stuff. So we were like, oh, that makes sense. And then we brought in our artist, was spectacular, and decided to come up with this idea of Creed being incorporated because he was like the next generation of Rocky. So, and he inspired him and helped him along the way. And that's kind of where my family comes in. It's like my dad took over the business from my grandfather, and then I took over the business from my dad. So to show the passing of the torch from one generation to the next.
It's really meaningful.
Thanks.
And surprise question, to finally settle the debate, is pineapple on pizza okay?
I don't think so. We did it, we tried it, but I'm not a fan of it. So,
thank you so much for having us
thank
here.
you so much. I really appreciate you having me.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.